Hello, friends and family. From the title of this video, you could tell I don't know what the fuck is going on. Early 20s is whooping my ass. Like, whooping me. Just when I think I know what the fuck is going on, God is like, you thought, gang. Like, you really did. But I prepared for this a little bit. You can't even see this. But I prepared for this slightly. But every time I look at my notes, I'm like, what am I even talking about? I don't even want to look at that. I don't want to refer to that. I kind of just want to talk. I kind of just want to complain. I kind of just want to yap. How do we feel about that? I think you feel fine about that because I feel fine about that. And if you don't feel fine about that, then maybe you're the problem. Fuck the framework. Fuck the framework. Fuck the blueprint. Fuck the planner. Fuck the agenda. Fuck the diagram. Fuck the blueprint. And just do it. I think 20s are extremely disorienting because Western culture has led us to believe that at 18, you should know by 18 what the fuck you want to be and how you want to do it. What? I'm making decisions at 18 years old. Okay, let me go to college. Let me study psychology. Let me woo. I hit 22. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about any of that. And this is where it's confusing because it's like you spend 9 hours in the hair salon getting your hair braided. You at the African hair braiding salon. You spending 9 hours getting you some small back length Senegalese twists. Right? Mind you, you ain't even want Senegalese twist. You wanted box braids. You ain't want small. You actually wanted medium. Keep in mind, you ain't even want your hair done for real. You ain't even ask to get your hair done for real, twin. First day of school come, you gotta go to the bus stop. You get to the bus stop, and out of the bushes. Out of the bushes come some big brolic bitches ready to beat you up. They jumping you. They pulling your fresh, new, scalp wrenching Senegalese twist out of your hair at the root. You got permanent squares on your scalp right now. And you know what's crazy? You still gotta go to school. After they just did you so grease. You still gotta go to school, bro. You still have to get on your Zoom, gang. And you didn't ask to get your hair done, and two, you didn't even ask to go to school. But here you are, in homeroom, crying, scalp bleeding, pussing up. And niggas got the nerve to ask you to read the third paragraph in that science textbook. That's my analogy. Maybe that was crazy. Maybe that was long-winded. Maybe that was a lot. I don't care. But that's how I feel about it. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask for none of this shit. And even though I didn't ask, I'm abiding by the rules. I'm abiding by the matrix. And then one day you wake up and you are getting whooped. Whoop. I've been getting whooped. I don't know if you've been getting whooped. No, we've all been getting whooped, bro. Do you know who's president right now, gang? We all getting whooped right now, bro. But I think what's been keeping me sound, bitch, please. What I've been trying to use as a means of like woosah is focusing on the things that I can control. And some things that I can control are rooted in what I can't. And I'm going to get into that. So that transition from like teenage angst to adult full-on panic anxiety mode is like the craziest pipeline ever. And I think part of it, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I think part of it is It's a culmination of things. It's one, unlearning what you know. Two, learning things about yourself that you don't like. And three, in the midst of all of that, trying to figure out who you are and what the fuck you really want. Let's start with the first one. Unlearning what you know. This is the most disorienting, confusing shit ever, because while you might already have qualms with what you know, there's something secure in abiding by what you've been told. It doesn't really require much challenging. It doesn't really require much questioning. It doesn't require intellectual thought. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's also why a lot of the older people that we know are so ignorant, because there is a certain level of security in just simply being told what to do. Just the other day, I said to my mom, because she listens, sometimes she, like, when we're talking to each other or when I'm talking to her, she'll interrupt me a lot. Like, and it's not because she has something to say of relevance to the topic. It's because she saw a bird, or because, you know, she thinks there's glitter on my face, or because, like, she gets easily distracted by things. And so I said to her, I was like, you know, you got ADHD. She was like, I rebuke that. Huh? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, if I stuck to what I knew, anything that I don't know and that I'm not familiar with is demonic. Anything that I'm not sure of should be rejected. I would be an idiot. I would remain an idiot. And I know a lot of idiots, bruh. It's like almost family tradition. It's in my bloodline to remain an idiot. It's in a lot of our bloodlines. I think it's in, let me not even say that. We're going to continue. We're going to push through. Some of us are first-gen American, first-gen college students. Some of us are politically radical. Some of us are non-religious. Some of us are queer. Some of us are just simply non-conforming in all aspects. Some of us are all these things at the same time. There's a little bit of fear in rejecting what you know, because to reject what you know is almost feels like rejecting some of the people that are centered in your life. Does that make sense? This is me trying to talk in code. I feel like as I continue to make these videos more, I would feel less entitled to censor myself. But that's another part of early 20s, like talking shit. Feeling like you talking shit when you're admitting or acknowledging that, like, some aspects of the way that you were raised were a little bit constricting, you know, a little bit constricting. I haven't been reading lately, so I feel like I've been having a really hard time grasping my words. Unlearning what you know also calls for giving yourself permission to exist as you are, because I think a lot of what we know is a direct critique of who we actually are. In giving yourself permission to exist as you are, you start to notice things about yourself that you do not like. And these are not just physical things like, oh, I don't like how much my stomach pushes past my titties, or, you know what I'm saying, how my bra pinches my back meat. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. Emotional and psychological, like, habits and patterns and cycles and shit like that. And also our active hand in some of those things. I want to do a separate video called Maybe I Am the Problem. And this is from a Leo Stellium. Me, the problem? Yes, twin. Maybe you are the problem. But that's a whole nother, that's another topic. I think learning things about yourself that you don't like makes it a little bit challenging to give yourself permission to exist as you are. With Western culture and the prioritization of self-help nonfiction books and like the influx of hyper independence and hyper individuality, it's scary to me. because it puts us in this perpetual cycle of fixing, of correcting and critiquing ourselves. Things that are natural and innately human to us. It's like, okay, teenage years are over. Adolescent innocence is shot because the trauma has finally marinated into the meat. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little trauma marinade going on here. And now it's like, fuck. How do I fix this? How do I fix it? And I want to say this. I don't even want to sound too preachy in making this video because I don't have the answers. Like, I'm only 22, bitch. I don't know either. But I do think that some things don't need to be fixed. A lot of things don't need to be fixed. They simply need to be accommodated. Shout out to my girl, Sydney, who told me, this was summer of 2024. She has diagnosed ADHD. And she was telling me, like, yeah, you might not be diagnosed, but if you know how your brain works, just accommodate it. I don't know why that was so, like, life-altering, jaw-dropping, like, amazing and insaneous to me. I'm like, I don't need white man paperwork. Let me just accommodate the way I know my brain works. Some things can't be fixed. Some things aren't to be fixed. They're simply to be accommodated. As an example, I am an Aries moon. I'm highly irritable. I'm quick to upset, and I'm impulsive when it comes to my emotions and how I feel about things. I'm also an Aries Lilith. Anger is an issue of mine. It's written in my stars. This is why I be trying to tell people, like, get into your astrology and don't use it as a means to excuse your behavior, but use it as a means to accommodate your bad habits or your harmful behavior. As an Aries moon, as an Aries Lilith, I know that I am impulsive when it comes to my emotional expression in upset. So I pause. Maybe I need to not talk right after you made me pissed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to just say, you know what? I'm not ready to have this conversation right now. Even if I feel like I am. I'm quick with my responses. I'm quick with an answer. I'm quick with consolidating words to express how I'm feeling. I'm quick with that. So I might feel like and be confident in my ability to articulate my emotions. However, the only thing I'm actively articulating right now is anger, because that's all I have. But without taking the moment to pause and think and process the full bandwidth of my emotions, I'm not able to articulate them as effectively as I believe that I really am. So, in exercising that accommodation, not immediately speaking, acknowledging, hey, I'm not ready to talk about this. I kind of need a second. That doesn't mean I fixed the anger. I'm still angry as a bitch. I'm still upset. I'm still irritable. All of the things. I'm still that. I can't fix that. I can't deny who I am, but I can accommodate it though. 20s should be about radical acceptance, the good, the bad, and the distorted. I think also learning things about yourself that you don't like ties directly into unlearning what you know. Part of why you don't like some things about yourself is because of what you've been taught to know and believe as fact. I've always been told I'm extremely sensitive in a derogatory sense. Like it always had negative connotation when it was said to me. And so as in my aging process, I demonized my sensitivity and told myself and beat myself up about how intensely I feel about things. But I am sensitive. And that's not something that I need to fix, but it's something that I need to accommodate. I'm sensitive. So there's no reason I should be in close relationship or proximity to anybody who's not catering to that sensitivity. Because by not catering to my sensitivity, I will be hurt because I'm sensitive. Hello? For me to sit here and try to convince myself that I should not be sensitive, I should not feel the way that I feel, I should not be an extremely emotional person, that's me saying I should not be a moi. Because I am those things. But instead of demonizing them and villainizing them and telling them I don't like them, let me radically accept that, despite it being good, bad, or distorted, and accommodate it. Get yourself some accommodations. As a black femme in America, grant yourself some accommodations, because ain't nobody gonna do that motherfucker for ya. Nobody's gonna do it, bro. Like, nobody's gonna do it. Nobody. That's another part of early 20s. Nobody's coming to save you, bro. Like, nobody's coming to save you in a way that you truly want to be saved. Like, you kind of like, you have to do it. You have to execute on your own. And that's hard to wrap your head around. That's hard to come to terms with, because it's like, bro, I didn't ask to be here, gang. I ain't asked to get these Senegalese Swiss. I didn't ask for this. Nor did I ask to go to school. But you gotta go to class. Anyway, so we just talked about learning things about yourself that you don't like. It comes a point in that transition to early 20s when you're like, okay, who do I want to be and what do I want? What do I want? What do I really want? It's crazy to think that you know that right now. Like, it's crazy for anybody to expect me to know that right now. Like, it's not even fair for you to think I know that right now, because my brain hasn't even fully developed, twin. Like, no, that's not fair. I think that who do I want to be question is kind of like a mind fuck a little bit, because like, who you want to be, you already are. Like, you are everything that you want to be, everything that you want to do, everything that you're inspired by, everything you think is cool, everything that you think is the illest shit you ever seen is you. It's mirroring something back to you that's fascinating. We're all the universe experiencing itself, right? Now, I think the last bullet is like the scariest aspect of 20s. There's fear around admitting who you want to be. Not even who you want to be, because you are you. But what you want, or what I want from life, because there is a lack of alignment between what I want versus what I know. Hence the need to unlearn what I know. Because from what I know, I can't write poems all day and be successful. I'm the child of a Jamaican minister. Niggas not going for that. You get what I'm saying? What I know doesn't allow me the childlike whimsy of wonder that softens the rigidity of realism. This idea that what I see is what I get, and there's nothing else I could do. No, this cusp between teenage and like, bitch, get your life together is like pure fantasy. All this shit is like, the way it feels like a fever dream, act like it is. Act like it is. I think there's something magical about 20s, because there's nothing to lose just yet. Like, if you fuck up, okay. If you fail, okay. You know what I'm saying? If you fall off, okay, just climb back up. This is the time to get acquainted with the weight of your it. Everybody got an it. I think the it is your inner desire, inner calling, your inner need to execute a thing. Everybody has an it. You feel like you're obligated to do a thing. I don't know if everybody got an it, but I like to believe everybody feels an it. There's a weight to it. Are you willing to swing that motherfucker back here and carry that bit? The weight of the it is acknowledging that it's your duty to execute it. Nobody else can do that. This is what I was trying to say earlier about like, nobody's coming to save you the way that you truly want to be saved. Acknowledging and taking full responsibility of executing this it and having no reference point or no blueprint. A lot of us, there's no outwardly queer people in our family. So it's like, okay, I got this it. The it doesn't align with what I know. The it kind of forces me to acknowledge some things about myself that I do not like. And I'm scared about that. I'm scared about that. I want to read y'all something. There's a post that I made on my Instagram. Guys, would you believe that this phone started tweaking out one morning? Like glitching bad. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go to the store and get another one. Got another one. Now this bitch work. Same shit happened with my laptop. I got home from my Gap because I'm on another academic leave right now. When I tell y'all life is throwing me every which way, bitch. I'm on a second academic leave right now. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use this time to research. I'm going to, get into my, get into my personal studies, continue writing my personal essays. You know what I'm saying? Like start doing the things that I want to do. And, maybe start posting on YouTube, like using my laptop as my fucking camera. A week in, my laptop blacks out. Mind you, the day before, I literally searched up the things I need to search up. I created an agenda for the following day. I was like, you know what? Tomorrow is the day that I change my life. Tomorrow is the day. Woke up tomorrow morning. My laptop was dead. Like dead. Not charger dead. I put it on the charger. I was holding the button. I looked up how do you hard reset. I pressed everything that you could imagine. Any keyboard combination on a computer, I pressed that motherfucker. Everything. I did that for 2 weeks straight and my shit didn't turn on. Now the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna record a YouTube video on my iPad. Just like, what the fuck is going on type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused. I'm disoriented. I don't really know what's happening. I don't think anybody knows what's happening. I started writing my notes or whatever. I'm in the shower and I'm like, bro, watch. Now that I've started to physically put on paper the things that I want to do. I even wrote in my journal about like, what do I want? All fear release. Like, even if it sounds crazy, what do I want? If I can't tell myself, then bitch, then we have a whole nother problem. What do I want? I wrote it down. I'm in the shower. I'm like, watch, now that I put the shit on paper, my laptop turned on and I could get to work. My laptop is on, twins. My laptop is on. I got home in January. Early January. End of January, actually. So my laptop has been dead for almost 2 months. And this bitch on, up and live and working. Like, I don't know what that means. But I did say I wanted to read y'all something, so I'm going to read y'all something. It's a post that I made in 2023. And it was supposed to be like a photo dump. Yeah. Caption, figuring it out. I realized that I've been a very fearful person, afraid to take risks, afraid to take responsibility, afraid to do it wrong, afraid to do it right. I read something about child development that stated that a child who is rewarded for staying in a box will ultimately, for a lack of better words, grow to fear their potential, growing to identify with the conformities and limitations of said box. Unlearning what I know. Not sticking to the tangible. Like, if you've ever watched Lovecraft Country, it's episode 7, I believe. And that's Hippolyta's episode 7 or 8. But that's Hippolyta's episode. And she goes through that little time machine and she's in all these different time jumps where in one she's a warrior, and another one she's like in Paris dancing, and another one she's talking to her husband. I really love that episode because in that episode there's a scene with her and her husband, her late husband. And in it she talks about how she feels like she never truly met her potential for real. And she talks about how as a child, as a young girl, she felt like the world was hers. Nothing was impossible. The sky was the limit. Like anything could be done if she told herself so. But something about getting older and maturing and stepping into the world rusted that and made her feel small. And I love that episode because as she's jumping through all these time jumps and she's living all these lives, it's like it's reminding her that you are who you say you are. You are Hippolyta. You are whatever you demand the universe to respond to. Seriously. And I don't know. I think I'm trying to stay true to that childlike idea or that childlike mentality of like, I want to go to the moon just because I said so. Like, and I think I can, and I think I will. Like, who says I can't? Who said? Who said? Would you tell me who said that? But yeah, that's what I gotta say right now. I think I'm done recording. I'll see you next time. I'm currently editing that video, and I feel like I ended it just like a little bit abruptly. So I wanted to do a little bit of aftercare. I don't know, just be a little bit honest and transparent about the anxiety that I'm feeling around posting this video. Since we were on the topic of fear of failing, fear of doing it wrong, fear of doing it right, just fear, period. I don't know what the fuck I'm scared of. Like, there's nothing that could possibly happen that would end my life based off of me posting this video. You know what I'm saying? I felt the same way when I posted that poem, I Killed You Last Night, that I posted on Instagram. I posted it on Twitter too. And then after I did, I was like, okay, nobody died. Nobody died. Nobody died. I gotta get all that the embarrassment and the cringe and the fear of being seen out now, because I rebuke the mere idea of fear of perception at 30. Hello? So I hope this video provides you a little bit of comfort. And yeah, I plan on continuing to post haphazardly low qual videos just like this one. And yeah, please comment, let me know what else y'all want to hear from me, how y'all feel about this video, what you took away from it. And I'll see y'all soon.